right, we're going to talk about Funimation. Going to be a little bit different this time. We're not talking about Chris. We're not talking about Vic. We're not talking about anything that has to do with the audio or the fact that they're still underneath rocks trying to act like that doesn't exist. But it makes you wonder, look how they treat people like fools and say, oh, we can weigh one matter over the other. It makes me wonder, how do they treat their customers? How do customers receive their products? How do they feel about them? So I decided, well, let's look around. Found some interesting stuff on Better Business Bureau, Amazon, and a few other things. I figured I would start it off here because this question was asked on their own forums, and well, it's over now. But I wanted to point out the date, which is 3 years ago. Is Funimation a scam? I just want my money back, please. This one's really not that juicy. The only reason I have it posted is simply because of the year. I wanted to show you that this at least goes back 3 years. People are asking these questions. There's all kinds of forum posts on places. Why does Funimation's customer service suck? I mean, I found so many sites, but I'm going to stick to a couple, mostly Reddit, Better Business Bureau, and Amazon. I found another one too, this one, I don't know anything about Trustpilot. Never heard of Trustpilot, but I just found the number funny. 34 reviews, poor. So on here they have 79% poor, 15% excellent. This is with their subscription service, the Funimation streaming, which is a lot of the reviews I'm going to highlight are based on the subscription service. There's a couple that complain about problems with the DVDs and the Blu-rays, but for the most part, a lot of these complaints come from the app. There's a lot of problems with it, and it would seem if you try to talk to them, they don't like to respond. But it's funny, if you go to the Better Business Bureau page, they're all over that. But it's really weird how they talk to people on there, and we'll get to that. But I found this really funny. 79% of these 34 reviews are bad. And you say, well, it's only 34 reviews, and that's a fair point. But we go to customer service reviews over here on Amazon, and we see right here, it's a little bit better. 36% are 5 stars. 34% are 1 stars. However, there's 12% 2, 9 for 3, and 9 for 4. So a little bit more mixed here. A little more mixed. Same, well, not the same amount, but they have 386, and they're 3.4 out of 5 stars. Now, I could also point out that there's a lot of history of companies paying people to go and leave good reviews. I wouldn't rule that out here. But I did want to point it out because someone would probably say, hey, go to Amazon. So Funimation now, I do want to point out that it's pretty half and half there. 50% seem to be okay with it. 50% seem to not be okay with it. One of the biggest problems, though, seems to be their customer support. And it seems to be trash. Now, I showed you that one review went 3 years back. It doesn't seem that this has changed very much. 7 months ago, terrible customer service. Hello, has anyone else had issues with Funimation customer service being absolutely atrocious? They made a mistake on my account and I no longer have premium service, even though I paid for a year's subscription that should last me until November 2019. I've tried contacting them for well over a week and have received no assistance. And I'm tired of not having the content that I paid for. It's really upsetting, and I just wish they weren't so awful with customer service, as this is such an easy issue to fix. Has anyone had similar issues? And you go down here, and you got a lot of people commenting that they have had several issues. So their customer service is garbage. Funimation has the worst customer service of any company I've ever dealt with. It's not that they're obstructive or anything. They just kind of don't exist. Talks about all the tickets that he's made with them and don't get responded. Their customer service is non-existent. I put in a ticket for a show that would tell me I need a premium subscription to watch when I already have a premium subscription. It took over 5 days to reply, although the auto reply said I should get it in 4. And you go here, it's effing horrible. I ordered some DXD anime and it came with the wrong case and the case was empty. I actually had a problem. If you guys remember the Dragon boxes, it was the last one, the 7th one. It came with I got it in the mail, and when you have a DVD, there's those little clips that you can push in to release it and locks it in. One of them was broken, so the disc was all scratched up. I could never get a hold of anybody. I never got a replacement. So that was my story with it. I just said whatever, and I ended up putting the DVD in a little white slip case, like a little sleeve. They look like little envelopes, and then I just left it in there like that. Pretty disappointed because it ended up hurting me on the resale with that box because it was damaged. So I had to, of course, note that it was damaged when I sold it. And I never got any response from Funimation. Now, let's go to the Better Business Bureau, which is where I found some pretty fun stuff to talk about. One notable thing that I want to point out is how they talk to people. It's really strange. So let's go ahead and go to one of my favorites. And of course, you can go here for yourself. Like, I can't go over everything, right? So you can go to Better Business Bureau, Funimation. Just search it on Google. It'll pop right up. And you can go read all these for yourself and see what you think. But this is one of the ones I like because it had a lot of back and forth between Funimation and the customer. So listen to this. So I'm going to go through this and listen to how they talk. It's really funny. So this is a billing collection issue. Charged me and I can't use the service. I signed up for the subscription June 9th. I was never able to use it. I always had issues. I worked with them for a week straight trying to get it resolved. Finally, I gave up. I asked them to cancel it because I can't use it. They said they would. Today I was charged. I'm super upset. I asked them to cancel it because it doesn't allow us to do it through the website. I have video proof. I, of course, cannot confirm that because there's no way to tell. There is never an agent online, and it takes them weeks to get back in touch with you. I want my money. Desired outcome, I want my account closed and a refund. I want nothing to do with this shady company. This was 07/09/2019. I did set it for more recent reviews, so I just want to put that out there. So Funimation responds, and it's really funny because they respond to everybody on here, just about. A couple don't have responses, but they're all over the Better Business Bureau. But it's really funny to me. It's really funny to me that they have all of this time to respond to Better Business Bureau complaints, but apparently they don't have time to respond to their customers that have problems. Because that's a running theme on all of the stuff that I looked at on Reddit, on here, and other little websites, is that they don't respond. But, hey, if you look here, they're pretty damn quick to respond to people, on here, and they're all over them. Multiple times they'll respond. So it's kind of funny, right? But listen to how they talk. So here's the response. Funimation Entertainment response. Research shows the customer had a pre-authorization on file for monthly subscription. The pre-authorization has fallen off as explained in communication with the customer. Per the customer's request, the profile and account no longer active. And then we go down here. But one thing I want to point out, this is how they talk the whole time. Further research shows, additional research shows, it's like they're talking, like you're standing there and they're not talking to you. It's like they're talking to the Better Business Bureau. And I'm thinking, this is really weird. Like, why aren't you trying to be more personable with the customer that's complaining? Because that would, to me seem like the human thing to do, right? And I'm thinking, well, maybe this is something the Better Business Bureau requires you to answer. So I went over to Netflix, which is a similar, to streaming service, at least, which I think Funimation is putting all their cards into, is the streaming format now, which makes sense. And I go over here, and Netflix, when they respond, they directly talk to the customer like they're a person, Members are given the opportunity. We do not rely on our members. We refunded this guy, and we're sorry. They apologize to the person directly. They just come off as more human. But then you go over to Funimation, and they're like, yeah, we're not really talking to you. We're talking to Better Business Bureau, please. Just listen, lackey. You don't want to give us your money? That's fine, but we're just gonna talk around you. It's just something I noticed. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to confirm that it wasn't just Funimation. So Netflix is a little bit better. You can say what you want about them, but they at least talk to you like you're a person on here. All right, so let's see if the guy got his issue fixed. Did he get his money back? So we'll go here. After the saying that the customer's profile and account are no longer active, the customer indicated she did not accept the response from the business. It wasn't sorry pre-authorization. It was a chargeback, and my bank confirmed it. It also makes no sense because I couldn't use the service, and after a week of troubleshooting, why would I get a charge a month later? During the troubleshooting, I told them to cancel my account, and this was back in June, but I was still charged in July. They still haven't reached out to me. I had to get PayPal to refund me. Horrible service. So the funny thing is, now watch this. All right, I'm just going to go through these, but I want you to take note. PayPal had to refund me. PayPal. So Funimation comes in. Further research shows the customer had signed up for a free trial on 6/10. The trial period ended on 7/10. During this time, a pre-authorization was placed on the customer's account and was not charged. Additional research shows that at the customer's request, the subscription was canceled and the account was not charged. We apologize for any inconvenience the customer experienced with the service during the free trial period. This is so robotic. These are such robotic answers. And they're all like this. Every single one of them. Now, his response is beautiful, though. The consumer indicated she did not accept the response from the business. Y'all didn't resolve my issue. PayPal did. Y'all never contacted me back, not via voicemail, messenger, or email. I shouldn't have been charged because the week of 6/10/19 is when y'all supposedly canceled it. If you guys canceled it, like you said, why was I charged the next month? Also, if I wasn't charged, why did my bank tell me it was a charge? Also, why was PayPal able to refund my pre-authorization? Because y'all charged me when you weren't supposed to. You guys did nothing to resolve the matter. PayPal did all of the work. Had to go through PayPal. So it's like he gave up trying to deal with Funimation. Called PayPal. PayPal took care of it. But what's funny is like Funimation's in here taking all the credit. Like, yeah, we hooked him up. We helped him out, I really got a kick out of this one because it's like PayPal did all of your customer service, not you. And I've seen complaints about this service for so long, like as we've been going through this whole Funimation saga for the past couple of months. And I can't believe that I never thought of going and looking at how terrible they are. And all of these complaints, and there's only 91, and you can say that's not a lot, that's fine. I see the pattern of the issues as I looked around in this about people complaining about customer service. That's the biggest overall thing, is apparently their customer service is trash. And it shouldn't surprise you because they've been treating us like we don't matter for months now. And the recent stuff with the audio leaks, that really showed a lot, where we really stand in their eyes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go check these out for yourself. If you don't believe me, if you want to see them, some of them are, they're pretty standard, not really funny. They're just straight up, and it shows you just how bad it is. I just really love their answers. Like, research shows the customer canceled. Like, upon additional research, like, it's like, why don't you talk to the person? They're there communicating with you in the comments of their complaint. Why are you talking to the Better Business Bureau? Why aren't you talking to them? I just thought that was really strange, really weird. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Throw a like up, share the video, let people know Funimation now is a garbage service, and Funimation's customer support is a garbage service. Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences with Funimation's customer service. I'd love to read them. I'm sure other people would love to read them too. And yeah, make sure you still subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell. Check out the links in the description. YellowFlash Comics over on Twitch. That's a big one. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.